Hello student, I hope you all are good, okay, and doing good about your study. Okay, so after a long time I want to upload a video, and this video is from class 9 in chapter 9, forces and laws of motion. Okay, so let's start this video. Okay, see, what is the name of the chapter? Forces and laws of motion. Okay, so here we have to study about the forces, about the various type of forces, and about the laws of motion. Okay, the motion chapter I have already completed. Okay, you can watch the chapter motion in my playlist of class 9th. Okay, so see, first topic is forces and second one is laws of motion. Okay, so let's study about the forces first. See, force. Okay, now first we have to see the definition of forces. What is force? What is the significance of it? Okay, and what is the work of the force? Now see, any action which causes pull, hit, or push on a body is called force. I will repeat again. Okay, see, any action which causes pull, hit, or push on a body is called force. Okay, so when you pull a body, or when you hit a body, or when you push a body, then you have to do some work, and that work is done by a force. Okay, so see the next one. What are the effects of forces? Okay, see the first effect. If force is a physical quantity, then definitely there is some effect of forces. Okay, so see the effect of forces. First one, the force can move a stationary object. Obviously, if suppose this pen is an object. Okay, suppose this is your object, and if you have to move this pen, then you will apply some force on it. Okay, then only this pen will move. So see the first point, a force can move a stationary object. Okay, so if you want to move a stationary object, then you have to apply some force on it, on that object. Okay, now see the second point, force can stop a moving object. Obviously, if this pen is in moving condition, and if you want to stop this pen, this object, then you have to apply some force and stop this pen. Okay, you can take the another example of car. Okay, if you want to drive a car, or if you want to move a car, or move a bicycle, or move a bike, then you have to apply some force on it. Okay, and if you want to stop that vehicles, then you have to again apply some force for stopping that. Okay, now see the third one. These are the effect of forces, obviously. Now see the third one, a force can change the direction and speed of a moving body. Obviously, the force can change the direction and speed of the moving body. Suppose you are driving a car and you need to change the direction of the car, okay, in any turning point, then you have to apply some force. Okay, then only you are able to turn the car, or you are able to change the direction of that car. Okay, and suppose you have to increase or decrease your speed, then also you need a type of force. Okay, so this is the another effect of force, that a force can change the direction and speed of a moving body. Okay, now see the next one, force can change the shape and size of the body. Obviously, suppose this is a paper and you want to change its shape. Okay, then you have to apply some force on this paper, then only the shape of the paper will change. Okay, so these are the effect of the forces. Now see the next topic, balanced and unbalanced force. Okay, now we will see what is balanced force and what is unbalanced force. See, first one is balanced force. See the definition of the balanced force. When the net effect produced by a number of forces acting on a body is zero. Okay, now see, when the net effect produced by a number of forces acting on a body is zero, then the force are said to be balanced force. Okay, suppose this is a wooden block, okay, and if you put this block on a horizontal surface, or suppose this is a table have a horizontal surface only, okay, and suppose you are having a string A and a string B, two string, you are having two string, a string A and a string B, okay, and the forces of a string is same, okay, you knot down this spring by something or by your hand, okay, then what happened, the force of this string A and this string B is same here, okay, if you apply same force, then force will be same here. So suppose you have applied the same force on a string A and on a string B, okay, then what happened, wooden block will move and will not move, obviously the wooden block will not move. It means that if you apply a net force from all the sides of a body, okay, or from all the sides of a body, net force is zero. If the net force is zero on a body, then here the force is called balanced force. Okay, see the definition again. When the net effect produced by a number of forces, suppose number of forces is applied on this wooden block, okay, so the net effect produced by a number of forces acting on a body is zero. If net effect is zero, then the forces are said to be balanced force. Okay, so this is the definition of balanced force. Now see what is the definition of unbalanced force. Okay, so this is your unbalanced force. When the net effect produced by a number of forces acting on a body is non-zero. Okay, now this effect of force is non-zero for an unbalanced force, okay, then the forces are said to be unbalanced force. Suppose you are applying a force only from this side here, then this wooden block will move, okay, then this force is called unbalanced force, okay, and if you apply a same amount of force from this side also, then this wooden block will not move, and in that case the force is called the balanced force. Okay, and if suppose if you apply a small amount of force here, only touch this wooden block, then it will move or not move. Why? Because of the force of friction, because of the frictional force. Okay, so frictional force is always act on the opposite direction of this applied force. Okay, if the direction of the applied force is here, then obviously the frictional force is in opposite in the direction with respect to this applied force. Okay, now our next topic is Newton's law of motion. This is very important topic. Okay, so Newton's law of motion, there are 3 Newton's law of motion, and in this video we will see only the first one. Okay, Newton's first law of motion, and this is also called the law of inertia. Newton's first law of motion is also called the law of inertia. Okay, so see what it says. It states that an object will continue to remain its state of rest or uniform motion. Okay, see again, it states that an object will continue to remain in its state of rest or of uniform motion along a straight line path unless an external force act on it. Okay, or you can say that if you want an object to stop, or if you want an object move, okay, to move, then you have to apply some amount of force. Without any external force, the object cannot move and the object cannot be stopped. Okay, so you have to apply some external force. Only in that condition, only if you apply some amount of external force on an object, then only it will move, or it will change its state of rest or a state of motion. So this is the first law of Newton's. Okay, so see, it means that all objects resist change in their state. The object don't want to change their state, they want to be in their state. If this object is in the state of rest, then it want to be in a state of rest only. Okay, so all the objects resist change in their state, they do not want to change their state, and this is called the law of inertia. So Newton's first law is also called the law of inertia. Now see one example. A person is standing in a moving bus fall forward if driver applies brake suddenly. Okay, suppose you are standing on a bus, okay, and if driver applies and bus is moving, okay, in initial condition the bus is moving, okay, and if a driver applies brake suddenly, then what happened? Then you fall forward on that bus. Okay, so why it happens? Because your body do not want to change that rest of motion, that rest condition. Okay, initially you are in rest condition, only the bus is moving, okay, and suddenly if brake is applied, then you fall forward, because your body will not allow to resist, or your body resists the change in their state of rest. Okay, so this is I think we need to stop here now. Okay, so this is the law of inertia. We again will see the definition of inertia and various example related to the inertia. So this is your Newton's first law of motion, Newton's second and third law, and with that momentum and some other physical quantity we will see in the next video. Okay, so up to here we have completed today. Thank you so much for today.